More scattered showers on the way as we head through the rest of the evening and then into your night as well. In fact, a better chance for rain overnight in southeastern portions of KELOLAND with lows mainly in the 40s, couple of 30s though, out to the west toward Rapid City and then the Wyoming and Montana borders. And for your day tomorrow, another round of rain, especially again to the southeast, but mainly in the morning. Some scattered showers later in the afternoon for everybody else. We'll talk about the rest of your 7-day forecast, which does feature a couple of dry days. That's all coming up. Until then, First at 4 starts right now.
Live from KELOLAND Media Group. KELOLAND News, First at 4.
Coming up, Worthington, Minnesota police officer shoots at charging dogs. We'll tell you what we know.
Plus, we take a look at the arguments around moving a Minnesota murder trial.
And why some lawmakers in Congress say it's time to get involved with the protests on college campuses. Good afternoon, and thanks for tuning in to First at 4. I'm Don Jorgensen.
And I'm Kelly Volk. A boy appeared in court this week accused in a deadly shooting last year. The Meade County Sheriff's Office says the suspect was summoned into court on Monday. He's charged with the death of 30-year-old Dylan Evans of Piedmont. Authorities say the shooting happened around 2:30 p.m. on November 12th at a ranch north of Red Owl.
Deputies arriving on the scene found Evans had been shot one time while walking through a field. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Due to the suspect's age, more information may not be released.
A judge has sentenced a former teacher in Rapid City and Custer to 5 years in federal prison. 43-year-old Nathan Frisch pleaded guilty to downloading child pornography. The crimes occurred between September of 2022 and December of the same year. Now, according to state records, he lost his teaching license 1 year after the crimes. In addition to downloading child porn, Frisch also admitted to putting children's faces on images of adult porn.
Police in Worthington, Minnesota say one dog was hit after an officer shot at two dogs that charged him last week. It all started with a report of dogs running free. Now, this body cam video shows what happened when law enforcement arrived. You're going to be able to see that the two dogs run and they lunge at the officer. The officer responded by pulling out his gun and firing 2 shots. Police say that they believe the dog is recovering from his injuries. Police say since 2016, the owners have had 10 reports made about the dogs, and this includes on April 13th when a dog bit a 5-year-old. The owner was advised to quarantine the dog for 10 days, which would have ended on April 24th, 2 days after the incident caught on camera. Worthington police say that the case will be referred to the Nobles County State's Attorney's Office.
Well, it was nice to get a break from that rainy weather today.
Yeah, we had a little bit of sunshine this morning, but here we go again, Adam.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. That's how the saying goes, and we have more of that on the way. Yeah, we actually had a decent start to the day, a good amount of sunshine, actually, but now the cloud cover's building back in, and the rain isn't going to be too far behind. We'll start with a view of Great Bear this time around. 60 at the airport with a southeast wind, nice and light at 3 miles per hour, so there's that working in our favor. It's not windy. We just can't get everything to come together yet. We're going to try, though, at some point in the 7-day forecast. Meanwhile, in Huron, there's the train yard there with a view to the northeast, 59 with a nice light and variable breeze in place. We do have, again, more rain coming on in. We're at 59 in Mitchell as well as Chamberlain, along with Huron, as we had just seen. 63, though, up toward Aberdeen, 58 Mobridge, 50 at the Capitol, 59 Rapid City, 57 as you head toward Spearfish. But some 40s out there, especially in the higher elevations of the hills and down toward Custer and Pine Ridge at 45 and 49 respectively. We're at 61 though on the other side of that from Ortonville to Marshall and into Spencer. There's the rain again. But it's not for everybody, though. A couple of scattered showers for southeastern portions of KELOLAND, Mitchell to Madison, and Sioux Falls into northwestern Iowa. A more substantial rain near and east of Pierre toward Miller, eventually lifting up toward Redfield, and then Pine Ridge, Jackson, Bennett counties as well getting in on at least a little more substantial rain. Now that's going to gradually migrate eastward as we head through the night. Thursday morning starting off on a soggy note in southeastern KELOLAND. We'll try to dry out in the afternoon. For what it's worth, we'll have highs in the 50s and low to mid 60s to the southeast and the northeast for that matter. A little drier with just some scattered showers possible in the afternoon. Meanwhile, out west, another round of scattered showers possible. Another round of 50s and low 60s for high temperatures. But we do try to warm up and dry out on more than one occasion. We'll talk about that as we head through the hour.
Thanks, Adam. The South Dakota Department of Health is announcing grants to help communities with mosquito control and to prevent the spread of West Nile virus. There is $500,000 in grants available this year. Individual grants will range between $500 to $20,000 and must be used for local mosquito control. Applications are due by June 1st. Since 2001, there have been just over 2,800 cases of West Nile in South Dakota, resulting in 53 deaths.
4 public school districts in South Dakota are receiving workforce education grants. The Department of Education announced the districts today. All 4 grants total just over $840,000. $225,000 would go to both the Custer and Huron school districts to expand their current CTE spaces. Hot Springs will get $180,000 to buy heavy equipment simulators, and just over $210,000 will go to Willow Lake to buy equipment for its CTE edition.
A Minnesota judge heard arguments yesterday on whether a murder trial will move out of Winona County. The suspect is accused of killing Madeline Kingsbury, his former partner and the mother of his 2 children, in March of last year. His lawyers are hoping to move the case out of Winona County, arguing a fair and impartial trial can't happen there because of the high-level pre-trial publicity. Allison Forgot with our CBS affiliate in Wisconsin explains.
The defense called multiple people to testify, hoping to build their case that a fair trial can't happen in Winona. Kim Adams with SNG Research testified first. The defense hired her to create a public opinion survey on Adam Fravel earlier this year. Her company interviewed 100 people in Winona. 89 people said they'd seen, heard, or read a news story about Kingsbury's death, and almost 75% of those said they believed Fravel had caused the death. The prosecution tried to poke holes in the survey, asking questions about how opinions can change over time and if the survey framed questions in a way to benefit the defense's point. The defense also called Winona's mayor to the stand, who spoke about his time looking for Kingsbury with search parties. The last witness was Ben Cleaner, Winona County's emergency management director. The defense grilled him over social media posts he shared on Winona's emergency management Twitter page. The posts were shared less than 2 weeks after Kingsbury's body was discovered and Fravel was arrested. One post included a picture from the Steamboat Day parade. The photo showed pictures of Kingsbury's friends holding signs saying "Justice for Maddie," as well as signs bringing awareness to domestic violence. The post caption included #EndDomesticViolence. The defense questioned if a post like this could lead people to connect Fravel to Kingsbury's murder, since he was known as her domestic partner. Kingsbury's friends say they stand by participating in the parade.
We wanted to shine light on the domestic violence that happens anywhere. It doesn't have to be a specific case. It still happens, and it needs to end.
After the court proceedings, Kingsbury's friends and family say they're indifferent about the case moving and are just looking for justice.
We'll be good with whatever decision the judge makes.
Whatever is going to be best for the case. If that's moving it, okay. If it's staying here, okay.
The Minnesota State's attorney said a ruling on the motion to move it is expected to come in midsummer.